Okay, well, we will call to order the meeting of the Ellettsville Plan Commission for Thursday, December 1st, 2022. Don, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Denise, we need a bigger table. Denise, roll call, please.
David Drake.
Here.
Dan Swafford.
Here.
Don Calvert.
here.
Curtis Cummings.
Here.
Sandra Hash.
Here.
Pamela Samples.
Here.
Pat Wazalowski.
Here.
Okay, the first item on our agenda is approval of the minutes for October 6th, 2022 and November 3rd, 2022. I forget, can we do both those at the same time?
Yes.
Okay.
I make a motion to approve the Plan Commission minutes for October 6th, 2022 and November the 3rd, 2022.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Do we have anyone who wants to make a monthly conflict of interest statement? Since there's nothing on the agenda, I can't imagine that they will. The next item is appointment of Michael Burns to the Board of Zoning Appeals.
I think most of you know we lost a Board of Zoning Appeals member. Fred Ball passed away about a month to 2 months maybe ago. So I asked Mr. Burns if he would be interested in filling that position. He is the father-in-law of Town Council member Trevor Sager. He lives in Charlestown Manor with his wife Mindy. And he has a building background, and I think he would be a good fit for the Board of Zoning Appeals. And Mr. Burns is here if you have any questions for him. And this does require a motion.
Is there anything you'd like to tell us about yourself?
I'm originally from Miami County, I've been there all my life, and left a family business back in 2000, moved up here. One, I like the area. Two, as you heard, my son-in-law and daughter and grandchildren live up the road here in Ellettsville. So our business was post building background. We built a lot of commercial and residential businesses.
Now, what's a post bill?
Some people refer to them as pole barns.
Okay.
Set posts.
I'm familiar with that term.
We don't like that term, kind of slang in business. We use square posts for things. So.
Barn dominiums.
Barn dominions. I've seen some nice ones.
Okay. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve Michael Burns to the Board of Zoning Appeals.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
David Drake.
Yes?
Dan Swafford.
Yes.
Don Calvert.
Yes.
Curtis Cummings.
Yes.
Sandra Hash.
Yes.
Pamela Samples.
Yes.
Pat Wazalowski.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you.
Welcome to the family. They don't have very many meetings, though.
And
The only, sorry, the
for
only
your
thing I
readiness.
do, have to check, I can't remember when Fred's term was up. So if it was ended this year, then we'll request you be reappointed at the first of the year also. Okay, thank you.
And thank you for your willingness to help us out. Does that fill up your Board of Zoning Appeals now?
Yes, it does.
Wow, you've not had 5 members in a while.
I know it.
Good job.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, next item on the agenda is the comprehensive plan update.
As you know, we need to do an overhaul of our comprehensive plan stemming from the Envision Ellettsville plan for the town. The comprehensive plan will be in advance of our zoning update that will start next year. So to kick this off, you all have been invited to a meeting on December 12th from 1 to 3 at Town Hall. I think town councils may have been invited to that meeting also. So this will be a presentation about the outlines for the comprehensive plan, the land use maps. There'll be a discussion on what you'd like to see. This is transitioning the Envision Ellettsville plan to the comprehensive plan, and you all wanted to be involved in the Envision Ellettsville process and the comprehensive plan, so this is your opportunity. The next part of that meeting is from 4 to 6 that afternoon. That will be the public segment of it, but you are all welcome to stay and attend that as well. With the public meeting, they will position boards around the room and people can put Post-it notes, as I understand it, like they did with Envision Ellettsville, for what they would like to see on the comp plan and the land use map. So we'd like for all of you to attend, and this is an opportunity. Like I said, it's the kickoff and it's the start of the process that you'll be involved in, so it's important that you are there to share your opinions and what you'd like to see for land usage. And does anybody have any questions? Did you all get the email inviting you? Okay.
So, once that they come up with a draft or something, will they present it to this group first?
Yes.
Okay.
They'll probably, as I understand it, they'll probably have a couple public meetings, right, Dan, about the comp plan. But the first one, I think, is for Plan Commission, and then I think they were inviting Town Council also to that.
So we'll have to adopt it, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And then it'll go to Town Council for adoption as well. So, but there will be several meetings between now and then to get what you'd like to see in it and fine-tune it and fine-tune it and fine-tune it.
Yep.
So,
Should be a long process.
yes. And I think about February, early March, then we'll start the zoning update, which will be a long process. Curtis joined just at the right time. Does anybody have any questions?
Okay.
Okay.
We have no old business, no new business tonight. Did I say comprehensive plan update the first time, or planning department update? Did I? Okay. So now this is the planning department update.
Next meeting's January 12th. Instead of the first Thursday, it'll be the second Thursday just because of the holiday period. And right now, I don't have any new business for that and don't anticipate any.
How's our building going? Is it slowing down? I know-
Yes.
Yeah, I talked to a developer today, and I guess it's slowing down everywhere, is what they're saying, so.
A couple of builders I've talked to were, building ahead, so to speak. And, but now with the interest rates going up, they aren't building any new stock. They're going to sell off what they have before they start getting new permits. So right now, mostly building permits are for additions, remodels, electric, just smaller items coming
So
in.
it's pretty much stopped.
Slowed down quite a bit. We're issuing a lot of certificate occupancies because,
Finishing up.
Anything else?
no, that's about it.
Okay, the next item on our agenda is privilege of the floor. If there's anyone in the audience, the vast, big audience, who would like to address us on something that wasn't on our agenda, come up. Oh, there's always one.
Thanks, Dan.
Larry, no, I just want to reiterate, we would really like to have everybody come to the plan meeting that's going to be on the 12th. It's from 1 to 3, and then one from 4 to 6. The one from 1 to 3 is more or less not for the public, but the public, I mean, they can come if they want to, but then the public is invited to the 4 to 6. but that'll probably give everybody a pretty good idea of what's going on.
We don't need to come to both, right? If we just come to one, we're good.
You're welcome to. We would prefer you come to the 1 to 3 meeting, but you're welcome to stay for the 4 to 6 also. But
We'd
the
like
one-
to have everybody come to all of them. If you have time. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan.
I wanted to say, I always forget to invite the Plan Commission. We're having our Christmas luncheon here at Town Hall on December the 16th. And you are all invited, and Darla, you're invited. We're going to have Aaron Weaver cook for us again. He does a pretty good job, so. Okay. December 16th, and they usually start at 11:30 to 12. The 16th is the Friday, I think.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, the 16th.
Your Christmas party.
Oh, what time? Any other plan commission comments?
Was it 11?
11:30. 11:30.
Sorry.
I have a question. At the last meeting, I think someone brought up the intersection on 46 where Starbucks and the new apartment complex and the Pizza Hut and those things are coming up. And I don't know if that's in the purview of this commission or not, but it does seem like it's going to be a very big issue with traffic there, especially when those apartments become rented. And I think that might be a public safety thing too with,
Yeah, we went round and around like that, but we don't have any control over stoplights. It's all
Because it's
kind of
state.
State level
Is-
for those.
is there anything that the town or this body could do to,
We tried to make other outlets, or was that the other
No,
property?
you're talking about
Yeah.
one across from Taco Bell, and this one is up just
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's going to be the dangerous mile there when
Very
those
much so.
other apartments open up, and then these behind Starbucks, and it's going to be crazy.
People have to do what most of us who've lived here a while do, which is turn right, go up somewhere and turn around, unfortunately.
If I may say something, so Mike Farmer and I had a meeting with 4 representatives of NDOT over various things, and they explained to get a stoplight what it takes, and they look at what and a police officer may know better, Dave. They call them right angle accidents. And they said that makes the determination in stoplights. And we talked about the 46 corridor and their main concern about any additional stoplights and a potential big project that will go in would be west of town.
Yeah, I don't think they've been very negative about any other stoplights on that section at all.
Yes.
so they're advising that personal injury or property damage has to reach a level that a stoplight's warranted?
Well, they called it
Basically.
right angle accidents. That's what they look at.
Sounds like a nice way of saying until people get hurt or property damage occurs.
Yeah, they have
Just seems to
have
be a little more proactive, seems like a better approach, but
Yeah, they have to have, what is it called, traffic warrants. There's a certain number of accidents, a certain number of traffic going both directions. There's all kinds of things that have to be met before they will even consider putting in a stoplight.
Yes.
understood.
Well, and the apartments across from Taco Bell, the state will only give them a right-hand turn out of that. But we all know that right-hand turn out of CVS doesn't work very well.
And
So
we
I-
were trying to work on other ways out of that area as well.
That one,
but-
we did get back door.
But it's the wrong back door. It's the back door that goes to the west as opposed to the back door we wanted that went to the east where there's the signalized light at Centennial.
Well, those people in those apartments across from Taco Bell
Right.
can go through,
Spring Valley.
through Spring Valley and then through the next one. White, Woodgate.
Well, they could,
And come
yes.
in off Centennial. We got that opened up now.
That's
And-
true.
And so
but-
if you're waiting to turn left now on Curry, or Smith Road to go on to 46, you have to watch for oncoming traffic, and that is a new feature for us.
Right. And I don't expect many people are going to take that way out, though.
I've met several cars there
Really?
now where used to there was never any.
Yes.
I live in Spring Valley. The next time these inspectors come down, I want them to come down right at sunrise and sit at Deer Park and 46 and look to the left where all that traffic's coming from, and all you see is the sun in your face, and that's it. I practically had to get out of my car the other day and shield my eyes and everything with traffic today to be able to see traffic coming from the east to the west. It's going to be a zoo. It's an extremely dangerous situation, and they need to be a little bit more proactive than waiting on people to be hit, injured, property damaged, and perhaps dead.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying, because
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
just, when I have my 5-year-old daughter in the car, and I'm, you know, I don't want to be that first statistic, you know? I think, especially if, you know, I don't know what the Envision Ellettsville plan has in store. I'm excited to see what that has, to go to that meeting, but any
Definitely.
further growth in Ellettsville, any further traffic this way, we're gonna, you know.
What's interesting, though, is that stoplights also tend to
Yeah.
attract accidents. I mean, we have a lot of accidents at Main and Matthews where they put in that stoplight. People are less cautious at stoplights than they are at another type of intersection, so
That's what they said.
it tends to cause accidents too. I
They
mean,
said that's why you're seeing them put in more roundabouts. They think roundabouts are now better at controlling traffic than stoplights, and that's why one is going to go at 43 and 46 in 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, the data's shown that roundabouts
in Known
have
County.
lower accidents and faster movement.
Lower impacts.
Yeah, lower impact.
Of course, we wouldn't build them so big, though. It makes it difficult to get around some of them.
I do like if I miss my turn, I can just keep going around though, to where I'm supposed to go.
I don't like it when they're 2 lanes. And you
Yeah,
want
that
to
makes it complicated.
Yeah, 1 lanes are okay.
Well, wait, you go up around Carmel, and they've got some that are 3 and 4 lanes.
Oh, yeah.
Those are real fun.
You been up there?
No.
That's a mess. Those figure eights, yeah. But I'm waiting on, like I said, I live in Spring Valley, and I'm waiting on somebody to tell me how that's going to be done. With everybody heading towards Spencer, where are they going to turn? They're going to have to turn across traffic to go into Forest Park, or they're going to have to turn into Spring Valley to go all the way through there, back over to Centennial, or they're going to have to go down there somewhere and try and turn around, which will jab everything up. And I've been sounding the alarm here ever since they put these apartments in. Somebody needs to do something, period.
Well,
Period.
that's the only way NDOT would approve their entrance on 46 was the right turnout.
I know that.
But
And one thing you,
Have those done? Those
The what?
apartments, when are they gonna be done?
In the early, what about in
I'm thinking
March?
spring or so, they're on their rough-in inspections right now.
There's a sign up there now that says they're going to start renting, and I think it is somewhere around March or April, somewhere around in there.
Kurt, one thing you will learn pretty quickly on the Plan Commission is that we don't have as much authority as we think we do.
That's right.
We're limited to what the zoning code and the state laws allow us to do, which a lot of times isn't very much. I mean, we can affect some things, but a lot of things we don't have any control over. If it's zoned that way,
And
we're
that-
just kind of out of luck.
But we are redoing our zoning.
Right.
Because of the problems that we have. So hopefully, when we get our Unified Development Plan complete, it'll have some good information on there on traffic.
But then on the other hand, that's the reason we haven't had any BZA cases this year, is because our code is pretty good, so.
Are they gonna have outlocks in the front of that apartment complex?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's commercial.
Okay, then they'll have to go right in and right out then too, right? Correct?
Correct.
Theoretically. Depends on how big they make the right in, right out, whether they can get around it or not. It happens all the time there at the CVS entrance onto Union Valley. People just
Well, that's
turn the other
ridiculous
direction
there.
anyway.
Yeah.
Didn't we discuss at one time, several years ago, a bypass that was going to be north of 46 that was supposed to come through there? That would take in Love Lane and several of those, and
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
you don't
Was that
remember that?
maybe before they upgraded 46? Was
Well,
that one of the
perhaps, but we
options?
talked about that. That possibility was there.
May have been before my time.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Well, I didn't really come to Plan Commission until I was secretary. So,
I don't remember. The only bypass I ever remember was before they built 46 and it
They
was going to
talked
go
about
around.
making, yes, that's what I was talking about. I don't remember if it was supposed to go north or south, but I remember that was one of the options before they upgraded 46.
But it was, when we got 46 in and 4-lane, it was amazing to get to Bloomington so quickly. And it's still pretty good after you get past Smith Road, but the congestion, it
Oh,
is
yeah,
scary getting in and out of Jiffy Tree. Even if you pull into the turn lane, you're taking your life in your hands.
Let me tell you, the traffic in Spencer is not any better either. I mean, it's amazing the level of traffic that's on that little highway. I mean, it's
sometimes when I
just-
go home, it stops on Park Hill going into Spencer.
Right, all the way through, yeah.
And the fast they drive from Ellettsville to Spencer is like 90 miles an hour. If you're doing 70, they're right on your bumper.
They don't do that to me. In the police car.
Maybe you're going 90.
You're probably one behind me.
Well, I do see our Swifties gonna be opening pretty quick, the gas station.
It's moving along.
Do you know anything about the parking lot lights at IGA's Plaza? They're never on.
Well, you know that's sold.
Yeah.
Did they sell it? Oh, I knew it was up for sale.
Well, do you think they
but-
quit paying the electric bill on that before they sold it?
I don't know.
that
Is there
group out of the
anything we
south
can
that was looking
do?
at
Is
it,
that a
one of
s-
the Carolinas or something?
Yes.
We really have little control on that.
Yeah.
We can
Who
just
bought that,
ask.
you know?
Huh?
Who bought it?
Oh,
It was a firm that buys up.
Did they buy
malls
the
all around.
apartments too? The
When they-
ones over
South
behind?
Carolina.
no, they just,
Prudent Group out of North Carolina.
North Carolina.
PG2 or something like that.
yeah, and then, but they didn't buy a couple of the businesses that stand alone there.
Oh,
So-
True
True
Value,
Value and
coffee place.
the coffee place.
And,
They did or did not?
there's a white building, I forget what the
Yeah,
business is.
the Union Building there, and I think there's a
Doctor.
doctor's.
Eye optometrist.
doctor.
Yeah, Dr. Bright and then the optometrist. The Union Building was bought by the chiropractor.
Yep.
So they
Dr. Brian.
just bought the strip mall portion.
Quest Park. And I think that the hardware built their own store.
Yes,
They
they
did.
did.
So the plaza, they're not part of the plaza.
No. I'm hoping they'll put some money into their parking lot, and
Yeah, it definitely needs some up.
I'm never there of a night, so I didn't know their lights weren't on.
Yeah.
Okay, do we have by chance a motion to adjourn? I got another meeting to
don't
go
wanna
to.
talk
need a
anymore?
I got another meeting to go to. I'm already late for.
Oh,
You don't have to have a motion, just.
yes,
Oh,
you just declare it.
Oh, well, dang, I would have done that 15 minutes ago. The meeting's adjourned.
I was wondering why you did.